All right, guys, welcome to this webinar. So just like the question says, is United Credit Education Services a scam? Is it a scam? That's the big question. So here's to answer that question. It is not a scam, guys. So just so you guys know, my name is Lamaria Lewis. I actually got started with this company back in 2019. 2019 was a different type of year, especially even then 2018 was a hard year for me because the simple fact that I had horrible credit. My credit score was a 483 credit score. Also, my background, I've been in the banking industry for over 5+ years. I done worked at a lot of the major banking institutions, even credit unions, a lot of those different places. And a lot of those positions are contingent on you actually having good credit. So I found myself back in that year. Also, I just had my little girl back in 2017. So I was in a place where I was not working a job. So I'm looking for in and out jobs just so I can be able to take care of my family. But I remember just having this major breakthrough that I thought was going to be a breakthrough with this company that reached out to me to have an interview with them. Went through the interview process, aced the interview. Now, they told me like, hey, Lamario, we got to do a background check. Well, I was like, well, I never went to prison, so I think we're good right there. But they also said they was going to have to do a credit check. So that was the only thing that had me worried because I already knew my credit score wasn't that good. But I'm like hoping that something was gonna happen. Like, well, God, let this one just slide through. Let me make it on this one. Like, if you let me make it on this one, I promise you, I won't let you down. So a couple weeks later, they gave me a call and they just told me, hey, Lamario, we can no longer consider you for the position simply because your credit is too low and you have some debts that needs to be paid off. So that was a huge blow. It was a really, really huge blow, especially being a man of the household, trying to take care of my wife and my kids. And just the fact that credit was the thing that was holding me back. So we got started with this company. Like I said, in 2019, I made a decision like, you know what, we got to do something about this. I want to be able to buy a house. I want better for my daughter. Also, I just want to be able to have my buying power back. So got started. The company went to work on my behalf. Within less than 90 days, I got a total of 15 negative items removed off my credit profile. A couple of those negative items was medical bills. I got repossession removed off my credit, which I'm like, I was ecstatic just off of that with the repossession gone. Even going forward, I even got 3 student loans that was removed off my credit profile as well, which that was amazing. That was one of the things I didn't think that was going to be able to actually happen, but they was actually able to move 3 student loans off. So like, I was feeling good about myself. My score went into the 700 clubs and I haven't looked back since then, but even in the different things that I've been able to accomplish, I've been able to get lower interest rates on credit cards, even higher credit card limits. On top of that, I've been able to get newer vehicles with lower interest rates and being able to go to the dealership and get the vehicle that I actually want versus what they decided for me, what they're going to actually give me. Also, the huge major thing that I've been able to accomplish, I'm going to go ahead and move to the next slide real quick. Me and my wife became homeowners in 2021. And this was really, really huge. Just a simple fact, like with our background and where we're from, like me and my wife are the first ones in our immediate family being able to purchase a home. So this was a complete game changer. This, even for my family, it shows the fact that this is possible. I know some of you guys are watching this video right now, just letting you know that it's possible. Home ownership is possible for you. You starting that new business is possible. You doing exactly what you want to do in life is possible. So if this can happen for me, it can actually happen for you. Like I said, the name of the company, United Credit Education Services. Again, guys, it's not a scam. This company is going to work for you. Been in business for over 18 years. When it comes to our products and services, hands down for top services. We got more bonus service products that we're going to be actually offering you. On top of that, we're a debt-free company, so that speaks high volume about our company. That the fact that the company is debt-free, so it only makes sense to go with this company. Even then, same key executive since the company got started, which is amazing. Now, some things that you might not know, because some of you guys probably on the Zoom thinking like, well, am I the only one struggling with this? Am I the only one having this type of issue? So I'm just letting you know, 1.4 million people have identity theft just in 2020. 14.6 trillion people in America household debt is reported as of 2021. Yeah, 64% of Americans are expected to retire with less than $10,000 in the savings. And even then, 60% of Americans lack will or estate planning. And in just one decade, student loans balances has jumped up 150%. So just even with that last one, just that speaks a lot, just because my wife was going to school and just trying to get her master's degree. Just off that, that's a lot of debt that we incurred, but we was actually able to get some of those debts paid down with the student loans. But the goal is, especially with this being 2022, is to do better, know better, and start planning right now. Start taking care of your household. Start taking care of things now. Like even then, my parents used to say to me, like, you want to dig your well before you're thirsty. So you want to take care of all those financial things that you need to before it becomes a huge problem. Some of you guys on this call, it might be a problem right now, but you decided to be on here because you want to make change right now. Now, this is how I was feeling when I had trouble credit, guys. This is exactly how I was feeling. I had anxiety. I was embarrassed about it. Just a simple fact. I used to go to other family members and ask them, like, hey, can you be a co-signer for me? And what was crazy, their credit was even worse than mine. So we both in the same boat. So we both our boats was basically sinking. Just frustrated. I'm just the fact of like, I can't get the jobs that I want. I can't get the car I want. Or even then, just the fact that I would get these higher interest rates, just paying on things that didn't make sense with a higher interest rate. Just fear and confusion, not knowing if it was going to be possible for us to buy a home. We're going to always be renters, just fear of those different things. Even just confused on the simple reason, like, why didn't I teach us about this in grade school? Why do our parents didn't teach us about this? But when it comes to our parents, what I look at is the fact that if they don't know, they can't teach you they can't teach what they don't know. All right. So this is what good credit can actually put you in the best position to be able to do. You can put you in the best position to buy that house that you want. And I'm saying the house that you want because some people just buy anything and just like, you know what, this is what I can afford. No, I want you to be in a better position so you can buy the house that you want, because you're going to be in that house for 30 years. All right. Be able to purchase the car that you want when you go to the dealership. Low interest rates on credit cards and loans. It's a better feeling knowing that I don't get approved now for a $300 or $500 credit card. Like, like what can you really just do with that? I mean, but I know that we kind of have to start out at that certain point where you're getting those things. But just the fact that you can get something that's high, with a higher limit. Now, also, you got contracts without security deposit. Now, when it comes to this, I just think about all the different times that we will move to a new place and we had to set up electricity. And just because our credit wasn't where it needed to be, we had to pay double, triple down the deposit, or even then having to pay a security deposit just to get a new cell phone plan. It was crazy just what you having bad credit, but you'll be in a better place to where now you don't have to worry about those things, especially when you're renting an apartment as well. Like I remember like when we moved into the house before this one, the simple fact that the landlord would ask them for $3,000 just because he was kind of worried, like, I don't know, like if like that this is going to be a good fit. Like here, like I need $3,000 just so we can make sure like you're going to be good because our car credit is. But just being in a better position now, that is great. It is good now that we don't have to worry about. These are things which you wouldn't have to worry about once you start fixing your credit. Now, like I said, we got so many different services, bonus services, and products. So, and this was what we call our Protect Your Plan membership. And just so you guys know how also those negative items is actually able to come off your credit profile. So we're going to talk about it real quick because you probably wondering like, what's the difference between you with me going with my cousin down the street? What's the difference between me or you going with Lexington Law, all those different companies. So here's what we actually able to do, or United Credit Education Service is able to do for you. So what they're actually going to do is a detailed analysis on everything that's actually hurting your credit profile. Doesn't matter what you have. Just like those things I had, like it didn't matter what I had on there. It was whatever was actually hurting my credit profile, they was actually going to dispute on my behalf. So only thing that I had to do is download the PDF download and print those things off. provide a copy of my driver's license for all 3 letters and sign my name. And that was pretty much it, and send it off certified mail. Now, the reason why that you're going to actually be doing this and why I had to do it as well, because you want to be able to make sure that information reaches the credit bureaus. All right. And the reason why that you're sending them off yourself as well is the simple fact that anything that comes from the consumers or credit bureaus have to act immediately on those disputes. Now, besides all of that, guys, you can actually see results within 45 to 90 days. So you want to jump on board right now so you can put yourself in a better position now to be able to purchase that home that you want. Like we're right now in the getting close to the middle of the year. So like, are you going to make the decision just like I did, just to go ahead and take care of your credit? But you got so many different things. You got a budgeting system, financial lockbox, identity monitoring, credit builder, network, credit attorneys, savings goals, guys, will and trust, debt payoff system. You got so much value just on this page alone. Now, one thing I like to talk about, because this is something that I didn't even know, even with me working at the bank, I didn't even know about this. Like I know about like making payment on time, but I didn't know the implications of like how it can actually hurt your credit score. So this is your cheat code. This is the cheat code on how you can attain excellent credit. So if I would have known this, guys, again, like I would never have that 483 credit score. Now, so let's go ahead and get with it. So we got 35%, which is your payment history. You never want to be late, 90 days, 60 days, or even 30 days late. Being late one time can drop your score 50 to 100 points. All right. So the best thing that you want to try to do is make payment arrangements. Also put yourself in a position to where you stay in contact with those financial institutions. The worst thing that you want to happen, because I get it. I was in the same place as you guys, to where like, well, you don't got it. Well, there's no point in me answering the phone. So what had been happening because you're not answering the phones, guess what's going to happen after that? It's going to go to collection. Then you're going to get hit again. So you want to make sure you stay in contact, set up payment arrangements, just so you can make sure like your score's not dropping, and you don't want to drop even more just off of it in collections. Now you got another 30%, which is your utilization. So what this means, guys, you want to have a credit card. Okay. You want to have a credit card. In order to build credit, you have to have credit. All right. So let's do some math real quick. Let's say that you had a $300 credit card. I know you don't want a $300 card. I know you want that $1,000 or $1,500 credit card, but the bank only approves you for $300. All right. So 30% of $300 is $90. So that's the most that you want to actually spend on that card. Now, if you really want to see a huge jump in your score, you want to do 10% of that amount. So 10% of $300, that's $30. So to understand this, the less that you use, the more your score increases. All right. The less that you use, the more your score increases. Now you have another 15%, which is length of credit. All right. So the older the card or older the history, the better the score. Understand that. The older the history, the better the score. So never close out those credit cards, because that's basically like you closing, or you in a relationship, a good relationship with someone for no apparent reason. All right. So never do those. Your score can drop, like especially when it was one of the main things that was actually helping your score out. Like also on top of that as well, you do have certain credit cards, because you're not using those cards actually get closed out because you don't have any activity on them. So the best thing that I would just tell you to do is, if you feel like you're not trying to use the card, and you have your card set up on auto pay on one of your bills, so you can have that activity so it don't actually close out. Now you have another 10% new credit increase. So 1, 2, 3 increase within a 24-month period is okay, but anything else is higher than that comes across as a high risk. So you want to make sure you keep those increase lows. The best thing I could tell you what you should do, go to your local credit unions, get approved through them. A lot of the times what they're able to do, especially when I worked at a credit union, I was able to pull your credit one time, and I was able to get you a credit card, an auto loan, even then a line of credit all at the same time, and it would be one inquiry. And if you wanted the auto loan, I would simply get you a purchase order to take that purchase order to the dealership, and you go pick out the vehicle that you want. So when you go to the dealership, you don't have to worry about the hassle of them running your credit 10 or 15 different times. All right. Now you got another 10%, which goes into installment loans versus revolving. All right. So your installments is basically like your mortgages and your auto loans, because simply the payment amount never changes. Now, when it comes to your revolving credit, your revolvings are the ones where the payment amount changes. So which Which one of the are those? Basically, those are the ones like your credit cards, because the statement amount always changes. All right. So this is how you can obtain excellent credit, guys. Stick with this. Like, I don't care if you hear anything else, but do this and watch how you start seeing your credit score jump up. Now, just to get started with this amazing company, guys, it's only $188. That's an investment in you. That's an investment you're making for the benefit of your family, so you can actually have a happy family. Like, when you take care of your credit, like, it's gonna open so many different doors of, like, even then, just so some of the people like thinking, well, 188, that sounds like a lot of money. But think about all the money that you're throwing away from just having bad credit. Bad credit costs more than a credit repair. So make a decision. $89 a month. Even then, we can actually show you how to get your service for free on top of that as well. But also, we actually partner with Allstate for our identity protection. We got Rocket Lawyer, like $39 a month. Like, that's what it's usually valued for, but you're getting it with our service, guys. Then on top of that, this is the huge game changer for the company. So in the fourth month, they're actually going to drop the price for you for $69. Then month 12, they're actually going to drop it down to $49. So we're making it super affordable for you. Now, just moving on from there, we actually give back to the schools. Like, with our YFL program, it stands for the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. So two things that we actually do: we go into the schools across the country and educate kids on the matters of personal finance from the age of 8 to 18. But then with this, we actually give back by actually donating money to different schools, so different students. So, like, that's something that you want to get more information from the person that probably invited you to this channel, to see how you can go about seeing how you can get qualified for the scholarship, because the scholarships is simple. Like, it basically, if you're a high school senior or a college freshman, you can actually get access to a lot of money that the company's giving away for free. And this kind of ends some of those things that we was talking about in the beginning when it comes to, like, the debt, the student loan debt, because one thing that you don't want to have, especially if you're a parent, you send your loved one to school, your daughter, your son to school, but now they have all this debt from student loans because they really didn't have the money that they needed to be able to pay for out of pocket themselves. So what this eliminates them starting out with a whole lot of debt. So now they don't have to worry about their debt to income ratio being too high. Now they can actually purchase the home that they want. Now they can really focus on their credit, all those different things. All right. But some of you guys probably hopped on like, well, I mean, you got this video up, but, like, is this really legit? So one of my mentors, his name is Mr. Ashton Henry. He was actually able to get on the Steve Harvey show. Not one time, but 4 different times, guys. 4 different times. I used to watch Steve Harvey when I was a child. Grew up watching this man. So he has billions of people watching him on his TV shows, watching his movies. Just, he has so much influence. So, like, I feel like if I was Mr. Steve Harvey, that I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm gonna make sure my team check Mr. Ashton Henry out. So Mr. Ashton Henry was actually, like I said, was able to talk about our amazing company, what was able to do for one of the gentlemen. So I'm gonna go ahead and click the button right here. Let me see if it actually will work. Well, it don't want to work, so we're gonna go ahead and skip past it. So, like, if you guys want to see this video, go ahead, send me a message, and you guys can get access to this video. Or even then, you can actually type in Ashton Henry and Steve Harvey show, and you'll see some of those episodes we have just talking about credit. Now, moving on from here, you got bad credit versus good credit. So just think about this. I'm gonna use myself for an example, because at one point I had a 560 credit score. And I was looking to purchase a home. So, like, I thinking, like, well, what's the worst going to happen? They can just deny me, but just it was worse than that. So my credit score was actually worse than that. And just the fact that they was going to be trying to get me to this home, and it was 240,000, 30-year fixed rate, and I was going to be paying over $2,000 a month. Like, you know what? I can't do that. I can't afford that. Excuse me. Then on top of that, a 12.9% interest rate. Like, nah, I can't do that. Versus the person or me deciding to fix my credit. So I was actually able to close in the home, like I told you guys before, $300,000 home, 3.1 interest rate. So I'm saving a lot more money than the person that decides not to fix their credit. All right. So guys, even then, I just break it down a little bit further for you. Got bad credit can ruin your family's future. So just look at this. Take a screenshot of this. Like just like if you're having a 580, between a 580 and a 669 credit score, like what type of mortgage that you might have and how much you're paying over the years of time, like 261,000 versus someone paying 219,000. Like this is crazy, guys. Like you just gotta really think about like when you actually look at the big picture, like you're throwing away so much money when it comes to not fixing your credit. So with that being said, this is going to be the next part of our presentation. We're going to talk about that right now. So one thing I like to say when it comes to credit, you want to have your credit right, but also you want to have your income right. When it comes to buying this house that we bought, you want to have your credit up. You want to have both good credit, plus you want to have your wealth. You want to have money. You want to have money stacking in the bank account. So you guys know I was going to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and just throw this in as an added bonus because you probably like the information that you heard, but like I'm going to show you how you can actually bring some additional income into your household. So the company was actually able to do that for me. And the income I made was, I used that income to be able to purchase the home that I had, but the company is United Wealth Education Services. Now, remember guys, anything that you do, it takes hard work to get to where you want to be. So this is not something that you can become a millionaire overnight. No, this doesn't work like that. You have to actually work at this thing. Now, secure your financial future and join the 6.5 million people that's already doing this. So understand this, like they're not going out there getting a second or third job because $2 are for two people, all right? Not one person. So they going out there and starting their first business. Like you should start your own business, bring some income. You should be able to be, you should be thinking like, you know what? I have a family, or I'm thinking about having a family. I want to start my first business so I can leave an investment. I can leave an inheritance behind. Because one thing you can't do, you can't leave a job behind to your family. Okay. So how does this actually work and what you need to know about this and what you're not going to be doing, you have to worry about. So you're not going to be fixing credit. You don't have to you don't do the credit restoration. You don't have to worry about learning complex technology. You don't have to worry about the paperwork or anything like that. No pressure of customer service and making purchases and things like that. And all you simply do is refer people to United Credit Education Services. That's all you're doing. That's it. And you're going to get paid from that. Now, how much money you're going to make from that just off of referring someone to the company? Just like I would tell someone, if you had the cure for cancer, would you let your friends, your family member, would you let the world know about that? So when it comes to this is, I like to tell people, this is financial cancer that we're healing people from. So I want to make sure I get this out to everybody so I can be able to help them. So off of you referring someone to take care of their financial future, you make $100 for each referral. That, and when I say this, guys, like this is crazy, $100 for each person. I have to really think about this. I was working a job for 8 to 10 hours, and I would barely even come close to making $100 and just working for 8 hours. But you can simply be on your smartphone, and actually turn it to a smartphone and make some money with it. All right. So $100 for each person. Then on top of that, we have another way that you get paid. We got residual income. Just so like you guys probably don't know, like you know how you got that Verizon, the AT&T or T-Mobile bill that you have to pay every month. So you're basically paying those companies residual incomes. Like the bills that you have is like we all got residual bills. Why not have something that's income that's coming on going into your account? Because one thing I simply tell you, like if something was to happen to your job today, will you still continue to get paid, or would you have to go look for another job? This right here is ongoing pay for you. So you got $12 in residual income that you can actually get. So let's do some math. Off that one-time effort, you bring in referring a customer to the services, you actually going to get long-term payouts. So let's do some math. So let's say you got 5 customers that signed up, 5 times 12, 5 customers times 12, that's $60. What about this? 10 customers times 12, that's $120. You got 20 times 12, $240. Off of you referring people to a program. So you're going to get all this money, like to be able to pay on your bills. Just think about what $240 actually cover for you. Would it be the light bill? Well, I hope your light bill is not $240, but just think about what would $240 actually cover for you for one of your bills. This also a whole nother way how you get paid. When you work a job, you get paid one way. And it's not me bashing your job, but I feel like you should be able to leverage your job to be able to fund your dream. So this is our customer acquisition bonus. So what we're going to show you how to do is how you want to build a team. If this is something that you want to do, if you want to build a team, that's up to you. If you want to just refer clients, that's up to you as well. But me, myself, I want to build, I want to share, I want to put people in a better position to where they can have a better financial future. So something that I personally did, and I just want to show you just based off what my mentor told me. So I started as an agent and also brought my wife into this organization because I wanted both of us to benefit from this. And also because of that, both the incomes are coming to the same household. Now, my mentor told me like, hey, I need you to show your wife how to get two customers. And when she gets those two customers, she's going to make $100 for each one of those. Once you show your wife how to do that, and when she actually obtained two customers, she's going to make $200 and she's now considered cap. All right. Once that actually happened at an agent title, you're actually going to make $100 off of you showing your wife how to get customers. Like, wait a minute. You're telling me I can help someone in this company get people and I also will get paid for it? Like, this is what the job's been doing for years. Like, and I had told someone the other day this, like, would you ever see the CEO actually ever coming to the bottom being a cashier? Because one thing that the CEO has learned, let me leverage 1% of everyone else's efforts versus 99% of his own efforts. That's how you become a millionaire. That's how you become wealthy, when you understand the logic of that. You want to leverage 1% of everyone else's efforts versus 99% of your own efforts. And that's what you've been doing when you work in a job. If something like, because you're leveraging 99% of your own efforts, something happens to you, that income is now, you no longer have that income anymore. Now, off of you building a team of other people, and these people can be complete strangers. Like, you get $3 in residual income just off of that. So just think about all the people that you can partner with, because this is credit, guys. This is credit. From a banking perspective, like when I seen this information for me for the first time, like, wait a minute, I know so many different people that have issues with this, me and myself included. All right. So there's so many different people needed it. So like I can share this information with so many different people. There's so many different people wants to bring in some additional income. There's so many different people dreading going into work on a Monday. So that's something like, you know what? I got to share this information. Okay. Now, here's another way how we get paid. And this is why I want to help you rank up within the company. So you got sales director, you got regional, you got executive, vice president, you got all these different titles, but the company is going to pay you a percentage for whatever the title you actually rank up to. So guys, this is huge. This is amazing just right there. There's another reason why you want to join the company. We got our R&R club, rest and relaxation retirement club. So level 1 of the R&R club, the company is going to pay a $600 monthly expense towards any vehicle that you would like to have. Level 2, one-time $10,000 cash bonus. Level 3, $1,500 expense allowance. So basically, they're going to upgrade that $600 to $1,500, so you can have a his and hers, or hers and hers, or his and his. Don't matter. Like, you can decide what you want to do, or you can pocket that the extra cash. Level 4, $25,000 cash bonus. Level 5, $50,000 cash bonus. Then you got level 6, $5,000 monthly house payment. Just think about that. What type of house would you buy? Even then, would you buy your first house for your family, or will you buy your first real estate property? Just think about that. Level 7, matching monthly retirement bonus up to $25,000. Level 8 through 9, $100,000 cash bonus for 12 months, $100K lifetime monthly bonus. Then you got level 10 and Pinnacle, $250,000 bonus for 12 months, then $250,000 lifetime monthly bonus. The company rewards us, but even then, there's just another what you like to call it, cherry on top of the cake, or whatever, on the ice cream, whatever floats your boat. the company actually is turnkey for you. So they're going to actually provide you with your own website. So you don't have to go out and purchase your own website. The company is going to provide that for you. Access to professional marketing materials. You're gonna have your own customer service department. Guys, we get paid every week direct deposit. Every Thursday we get paid direct deposit. So our schedule actually starts from Sunday and ends on Saturday. So the work for you do, you get paid the following week, direct deposit. You have your online back office. You get access to all the rewards and bonuses like I talked about, tax advantages. Guys, when I tell people this, whenever you become a business owner, like you have expenses versus bills. When you have bills, you can't write off bills, okay? But you can write off expenses. So just like the cell phone is now an expense for me, all right? This laptop I'm using, even the marketing material that I use, even this shirt, it's a tax write-off, got credit. So those things are different tax write-offs for you. Even then, you got life insurance up to $100,000. Life insurance, and there's no medical exam involved with that as well. So the cost of admission, the investment that you will be making just to have all this. And that's one of just like put in perspective. Like I like to talk about the first part of this presentation as the basic model. That's the basic thing. Like you get in a credit repair and all everything that I was just talking about with that. But with this, you pay $299. You get the credit repair, but also you have the opportunity where you can make some money. So I like to call this the premium membership. So ask yourself, do you prefer basic or do you like premium? Me, myself, I like premium. Give me everything. Give me everything. Even if I'm not going to use everything, give me everything because one day I might use it all. So this right here was a game changer. Like just a simple fact, like I can get my credit repair plus make some money. Even if like I refer one person a month, that's $100. That would actually cover my $89 payment. That's how I looked at it. But even then, if you actually get five, which you have a mentor that's actually will bring you, that's going to be with you the whole time of the process, that's going to help you be able to get your five. But once you get your five, your service is free. Even then, you make $500 in your pocket. So, which interests you the most? Would you be that person that like to casually share those information, get discounts, and earn additional income for sharing UW services? Do this on a part-time basis, earn a solid income to supplement your lifestyle, or are you just third option? You're a business builder. You're a boss lady. You're a boss man. You out here getting. You want to change lives. Also, you want to change your life. You really want to be that person that want to make some serious income. And guys, you can make some serious income because it's credit. You don't have to sell credit. Just like I have this shirt on right now that says got credit. This is a conversation starter. If you walked around the mall and say, I fix credit, you're gonna have people reaching out to you because this is not lotions and potions. This is stuff that people need. Even if the person don't buy into it right now, they're gonna be buying into it later on. All right. Now, you got so many different people, just like my mentor. We didn't get a chance to see the video. Mr. Ashton Henry came from Grenada on a soccer scholarship, less than $200 in his pocket, was able to turn his life around. Like I said, been on the Steve Harvey show 4 different times. You can Google him. But you got so many other different people from walks of life that this company has changed the game from them. People that was in poverty-stricken situation. People that came from just being in a place to where they never thought they would be at or come out of because of this company. So Mr. Alfred Nixon, someone again I like to just talk about real quick. So he was actually on this last side. So guys, like he's someone that I really admire. Like he literally changed the game up, especially for me when I was looking at him, because he used to pick trash on Miami beaches. Used to pick trash on Miami beaches, was on Section 8, was living in this 2-bedroom apartment here that you see on the left with 14 other different people. All right. Used to actually get up extra early in the morning just to get hot water. So just think about that. But he turned his situation into to something else. He turned his pain into purpose, what he actually did. And because of that, he's now able to have the finer things in life. Now he actually have his buying power back. Now he's actually able to take care of his friends and family. Would you like to be in a position of doing that? You can do it within this company, but reward yourself and get yourself started. So with that being said, like guys, this is 2022. Let's make some changes. Let's change your life, change your situation. But if it's not this, then what? Like I told you in the beginning of this video, like this, you was wondering like, is this thing a scam? Nah, this is kingdom business. This is something that is truly changing people's lives. All right. So guys, not making a decision is still making a decision at the end of the day. So guys, you guys, thank you for hopping on this webinar. Thank you for hopping on the Zoom. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you at the top.